What do you think money will be in the future, Elon?
I think money disappears as a concept, honestly. The advancements in AI and robotics will bring us to the point where working is optional. So energy is the true currency. This is why I said Bitcoin is based on energy. Power generation as the de facto currency. AI and robotics is a supersonic tsunami. So this is really going to be the most radical change that we've ever seen. So basically, real-world AI. Tesla is the world leader in real-world AI, I would say. So, and then we're going to be making this robot Optimus, which is, starting production hopefully summer next year, at scale. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. That'll be like, I think everyone's going to want their own personal C-3PO, R2-D2, help a robot. Like, it would be pretty cool. And then SpaceX is doing great work with the Starlink program, providing low-cost, reliable internet throughout the world. My prediction is in less than 20 years, working will be optional. Working at all will be optional, like a hobby, pretty much.
And that would be because of increased productivity, meaning people do not have to work?
They don't have to. I mean, look, obviously people can play this back in 20 years and say, look, Elon made this ridiculous prediction and it's not true. But I think it will turn out to be true that in less than 20 years, maybe even as little as, 10 or 15 years, the advancements in AI and robotics will bring us to the point where working is optional. In the same way that, like, say, you can grow your own vegetables in your garden, or you could go to the store and buy vegetables. Much harder to grow your own vegetables. but some people like to grow their vegetables, which is fine, But it'll be optional in that way, is my prediction.
The young entrepreneurs who want to build and say a message to them, what would you say?
Well, I think I'm a big fan of anyone who wants to build. So I think anyone who wants to, make more than they take has my respect. So that's the main thing you should aim for. Aim to make more than you take. Be a net contributor to society. It's kind of like the pursuit of happiness. If you want to create something valuable financially, you don't pursue that. It's best to actually pursue providing useful products and services. If you do that, then money will come as a natural consequence of that, as opposed to pursuing money directly. Just like you can't sort of pursue happiness directly. You pursue things that lead to happiness, but there's not like direct happiness pursuit. You do things like, I guess, fulfilling work or study or friends, loved ones, that as a result make you happy. So that's it sounds like very obvious, but generally, if somebody's trying to make a company work, they should expect to grind super hard, accept that there's like some meaningful chance of failure, but just be focused on having the output be worth more than the input. That are you a value creator? That's what really matters. Making more than you take. I'm confident that if AI and robotics continue to advance, which they are advancing very rapidly, like I said, working will be optional, and people will have any goods and services that they want. If you can think of it, you can have it, type of thing. But then at a certain point, AI will actually saturate on anything humans can think of. And then at that point, it becomes a situation where AI and robotics are doing things for AI and robotics because they've run out of things to do to make the humans happy. If you can think of it, you can have it, will be the future.
What do you think money will be in the future, Elon?
I think long term, I think money disappears as a concept. Honestly, it's kind of strange, but in a future where anyone can have anything, I think you no longer need money as a database for labor allocation. If AI and robotics are big enough to satisfy all human needs, then money is no longer, its relevance declines dramatically. I'm not sure we will have it. So, the best sort of imagining of this future that I've read is from Ian Banks, the culture books. So I recommend people read the culture books. In this sort of far future of the culture books, they don't have money either. And everyone can pretty much have whatever they want. So there are still some fundamental currencies, if you will, that are physics-based. So energy is the true currency. This is why I said Bitcoin is based on energy. You can't legislate energy. You can't just, pass a law and suddenly have a lot of energy. It's very difficult to generate energy, or especially to harness energy in a useful way to do useful work. So I think that probably we won't have money, and probably we'll just have energy, power generation as the de facto currency. Like money is really an information system for labor allocation. Like people sometimes think money is power in and of itself, but it doesn't really. If there's no labor to allocate, it's meaningless. So if you were to be on a desert island with $1 trillion, dollars or whatever, it doesn't matter. Currently, the U.S. debt is insanely high, and the interest payments on the debt exceed the entire military budget of the United States, and that's at least in the short term going to continue to increase. So I think actually the only thing that can solve for the debt situation is AI and robotics. I guess it probably would cause significant deflation because deflation or inflation is really the ratio of goods and services produced to the change in the money supply. So if goods and services output increases faster than the money supply, you will have deflation. So if you have AI and robotics and a dramatic increase in the output of goods and services, probably you will have deflation. We've got to make sure that, in my opinion, it's very important that AI have pursuing truth as the most important thing. Don't force an AI to believe falsehoods. I think that can be very dangerous. I think some appreciation of beauty is important.
What do you mean appreciation of beauty?
It's just like what I don't know. There's this truth and beauty and curiosity. I mean, I think those are the three most important things for AI.